We talked through a scenario where somebody makes $120,000 and they currently have two things available through their employer, a 401k and an ESPP, an employee stock purchase plan. Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is casey.craft with Crafty with Money. And on this channel, we talk all things money, how to get it, how to save it, how to spend it, how to grow it, and how to keep it. So it's important to note that financial planning can be very intensive. I'm not going to get into the things like healthcare cost or long-term disability. I'm not going to go into that. I'm just working off of very, very simple, basic income numbers. In this example, we're going to assume two things. One, that your employer offers a matching contribution of 5%. So as long as you contribute 5%, they match that dollar for dollar. Second, we're going to assume that your employer gives you a 15% discount on the purchase of their stock. I personally like to think of things in percentages, and I always go to 5% increments, 5, 10, 15, 20. So here is how I would look at this. I would do 15% towards my retirement, 10% to non-retirement, 5% into the ESPP. So let's break this down. So for retirement, I'm just gonna do 15% off of $120,000, which gives me $18,000. So that means if I'm gonna stay with this, I am committing to contributing $18,000 towards my retirement somehow, in some way. So whether that's through a 401k or an IRA, I need to figure out how to get the most bang for my buck with these $18,000. You can either make pre-tax contributions to your 401k or post-tax contributions to your 401k. But generally, the employer matching contributions are usually done pre-tax. So if my employer is giving me dollar for dollar matching on the first 5%, then all day, every day, I'm taking that 5%. So that 5% equals $6,000 of the $18,000 that I've committed to retirement. I would make Roth contributions of that first 5% or $6,000. So after that, I've still got $12,000 left, so what do? Well, you can also open up a Roth IRA. So in 2024, if you are age 49 or younger, you can contribute $7,000 to a Roth IRA. And if you're age 50 or older, you can contribute $8,000 to your Roth IRA. And at $120,000, you are under the income limits to be able to do that. If you make more than a certain amount, you might not be able to contribute to it, but at $120,000, you're safe. So if I max that out for the year, and I can do that either by making weekly or monthly or quarterly contributions, or I can just do a lump sum at the beginning of the year, call it a day. So if I do that, I put in $6,000 into the 401k, I put in $7,000 into the Roth IRA, so that's $13,000 out of $18,000. So now I owe $5,000 left to retirement, so I'm gonna go back to my 401k and put the remaining $5,000 in there. First off, if your employer has the ability to make Roth contributions, personally, I love Roth. I love the after-tax ability of contributions, because that means I'm paying for that on the front end, but in retirement, that's all tax-free money, and I love tax-free money later on down the road. So now, the thing about 401ks is generally you're limited to somewhere between 5, 10 to 30 different holdings to choose from in your 401k. The benefit of having accounts held outside of your 401k, like in a non-retirement account or an IRA, is that you have thousands of different investments available at your disposal. So I think it's always a great idea to partner with someone like me, because I can help navigate what that looks like for you so that you can take advantage of investments that you might not have strictly within your 401k. All right, so that takes care of the 15% retirement planning. Next, we're gonna go to 10% into the non-retirement account. This is one of my favorite accounts to have. So I'm 39, almost 39 years old, and retirement is 25, 30 years away. So I'd like to be able to contribute into something that I can access in the next 4 or 5 years if I need to. And a non-retirement account is exactly it. So I like this because we all need to make big purchases at some point, right? We need to get a new car, 5, 6, 7, 8 years down the road. Maybe you need to get a new roof put on your home or upgrade your windows in your house, whatever. There's generally larger expenses that will come up in life. So the non-retirement account is a great way to buy future things at a discount by investing it today. So I'm going to take 10% of $120,000, which is $12,000, put it in a non-retirement account, and I would find someone like myself that can help navigate the right investments for you. And lastly, I would put 5% into that employee stock purchase plan. And this is a game changer because if you are confident that your company is going to be sticking around, think about the really established companies. Maybe you use their phones, drive their cars, maybe you're using their software or clothing. Companies that have been around for a while and you think are probably going to remain in business for the foreseeable future. I just love the idea of getting a 15% discount on that stock. Here's the thing though, is that I don't want that position to be such a huge part of my overall portfolio that in worst case scenario, the company does go kaput. It doesn't ruin me that much. So I like the idea of having 15% in retirement, 10% into non-retirement, and then 5% into that ESPP. What do you think? Would you do something different? Do you like those buckets? Let me know.